129, yep. We're good, we're good. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. There we go. I don't know why I repeat myself all the time. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. We're we're all here with bright, shiny faces? Oh, I like that. I don't know that song. Do you know that song, Michelle? Uh-huh.
But she's not going to sing it.
She's not going to sing it. Well, good morning, everyone. As we start off, and hello to all our people online. Welcome, welcome this morning. And we're going to start off in our normal way with our wonderful musicians. Today we have Michelle Briggs along with Iman Morris. And so here we go.
Yeah, and I'd like to invite you to stand to sing this. Totally optional, if you're willing and able. It's the Gifts of the Spirit. These are the gifts of the Spirit, love, joy, and peace. Gifts of the Spirit, are you ready to receive all the gifts of the Spirit? Love, joy, and peace. Gifts of the Spirit, are you ready to receive? Love, are you ready? Joy, are you ready? Peace, are you ready? Are you ready to receive? These are the gifts of the Spirit, love, joy, and peace. Gifts of the Spirit, I am ready to receive all the gifts of the Spirit, love, joy, and peace. Gifts of the Spirit, I am ready to receive. Love, I am ready. Joy, I am ready. Peace, I am ready. I am ready to receive. These are the gifts of the Spirit, love, joy, and peace. Gifts of the Spirit, I am ready to receive all the gifts of the Spirit, love, joy, and peace. Gifts of the Spirit, I am ready to receive. Compassion, I am ready. Forgiveness, I am ready. Abundance, I am ready. I am ready to receive. I am ready to receive. Yes, I am ready to receive.
Well, thank you. Well, good morning. So wonderful to see all these lovely faces today. I am Reverend Tamara Rossander. I'm the spiritual director here at the Center for Spiritual Living, White Rock, and I am so glad to welcome you this morning. And as well, I'd like to welcome our online community with our Zoom practitioner. Is it Catherine or Catherine today? Hello, Catherine. And if you're new, please be sure to get a welcome package from Sandy. Oh, she's got her hand up in the back. She's got a cream sweater on today. And she is our board president at the moment. And thank you for being with us today. We appreciate you, especially on this Super Bowl Sunday, and it's sunny outside. So I love it that you've chosen to be here with us this morning. So as we begin, I always like to acknowledge that we gather on these unceded territories of the Coast Salish peoples. Include Semiahmoo, Kwantlen, Katsi, all these nations. And we honor their enduring relationship with this land, and we give thanks for the care that they have given. And I always want to acknowledge that this is something that I like to say because I hope that it moves us toward right relationship, towards listening, and towards the shared responsibility of caring for Mother Earth. Here at CSL White Rock, we hold a vision of a loving, vibrant world that works for all. And we are an open and affirming science of mind community where the vibration of love lifts you, The wisdom of the ages inspires you, and the science of mind empowers you. We believe that you are the architect of your own life, and it's never too late to know true happiness. Our teaching is grounded in the science of mind, and it's a spiritual philosophy that honors the universal truths found in all faith traditions. We know that each of us is a unique expression of that divine essence, and we are here to awaken to that truth, to live from the inside out, to be the peace we want to see in the world, to be the love we want to see in the world, and to always bring our highest selves forward. So wherever you are on your journey, you're welcome here at CSL White Rock. So thank you for being here. And this morning, we're doing it a little different. We're shifting gears. I'm going to invite Paul, who we love when he does our announcements. We're going to do our announcements earlier. So Paul, if you can come forward, please.
And here I am. Morning, everyone. I am Paul. My name is Paul Johnson, and I'm happy and privileged to be able to serve on the Board of Trustees here at CSL White Rock. You know, in community development, there is a discipline, or in the discipline of community development, there's a truth that belonging and inclusion doesn't happen accidentally. It happens on purpose. It happens through intention. And so, you know, as we build spiritual community, we recognize that we need to have clear pathways for connection and for involvement. And so what I want to talk about this morning are some of the ways that community life is expressing itself among us here at CSL White Rock in the coming days. There's opportunities to connect and to practice and to participate in the life of CSL White Rock that we would love for you to come and to participate in. After the gathering this morning is the first thing, and you're invited to stay for open conversation in connection with Reverend Tamara and our practitioners. And the conversation this morning is really about exploring the first 4 chapters of the Science of Mind, really the foundation of our teaching here at CSL White Rock. And it might be that the conversation goes that way. And so we would invite you to follow along with that conversation and be part of it. On Tuesday evening, Practitioner Liv is going to host an evening sacred circle on Zoom. It's a space to learn, to practice spiritual principles, and to share, to be listened to, and to listen. It takes place on Tuesday evening, the 10th of February, from 7 to 8:30 p.m., and the Zoom link is available on our website. Next Sunday is Potluck Sunday. It's our community potluck. We invite you to come and be part of that. Bring a dish if you're able to, something to share. Join us for food, for conversation and connection. It's one of the simplest ways that we can strengthen our sense of community and togetherness. We also have ongoing weekly opportunities, offerings, including meditation and other gatherings that support our shared spiritual practice. And these are listed on our whiteboard over here. They're listed on our website and on the Zoom slides that are right there. Michael, you've done a great job. Thank you. I saw you tinkering over there. I wondered if it was going to work this morning. Got it to work. So explore what fits your life right now. Become involved, become a part. We have an upcoming annual general meeting at the end of March, Sunday, March 29th, here at the Umbrella Community Center, immediately following our Sunday community gathering. So as we prepare for the AGM, the board has appointed a nominating committee to review and recommend candidates for election to the Board of Trustees. And we think that we probably have one position that needs to be filled this year. Our board members serve for 3-year terms, and the expiration of those terms is staggered over those 3 years. So we think that we've got one position that probably needs to be filled this year, and so we're accepting nominations. On the table at the back with Diane is a nomination form. If you would like to nominate yourself, if you think that being a part of the Board of Trustees is something that you'd be interested in doing, then fill out one of these forms. If you'd like to nominate someone else, then get one of those forms as well. Also, Diane has this document, Board Roles and the Board Role and Expectations. Just talks a little bit about what board service is all about. And we're trying to be just a little more intentional with that this year. So members who are called to serve or who wish to nominate somebody else for participation in the board are invited to submit those nominations by the end of February 28th. And you can get the nomination forms and the other document at the table in the back. So as we're talking about membership, and it's connected with our AGM, it's time to renew your annual membership with CSL White Rock. And membership isn't just a form that we fill out. It's one of the ways that says this community is important to me, and I'm here, I'm committed to what's going on. And so membership includes our membership workshop, which is going to be held on the 1st of March, immediately following the Sunday gathering. And it gives you the ability, the right, to vote at the annual general meeting on the 29th of March. So membership, the cost is $20. The suggested cost is $20 for members, for individuals, $40 for couples, and $50 for families. That's a suggested fee. If that's not workable for you, then just sign up anyway and we'll look after it. If this place supports your life, membership is one way that you can support this place. Let's build it together, shall we? Okay, Jill, no? It says, just a final line here, it says membership. I'm still talking about membership. If you want a voice in, who wrote this? Who wrote this?
It's really good, right?
If you want a voice in how we grow, membership is the grown-up way to do that. Okay, I wrote it. Jill is going to come and take this in a completely different direction. Take a deep breath, everybody. We're going to meditate together. Jill, come and lead us. Transition us, would you?
I have a few things to say first. Thank you, Paul. That was beautiful. It was really beautiful. So I'm going to sit down today because I just like to sit down when I do meditation. So please join me in just getting comfortable in your chair and just feeling the support of the chair and on your feet. And take a breath. And then taking this breath, recognize the beauty and the good, the truth that is in that breath, that is the breath of life. Settling into your breath. Feel it moving throughout your body. Giving each of us the gift of life. So today I'm going to share something with you from Ernest Holmes. Ernest Holmes tells us that our endeavor is not so much to find God as it is to realize its presence. And to understand that this This presence is always with you. Nothing can be nearer to you than that which is the very essence of your being. Your outward search for God culminates in the greatest of all possible discoveries, the finding of it at the center of your own being. And life flows up from within you. And know for yourself, I know that my search is over. I am consciously aware of the presence of the Spirit. I have discovered the great reality. I am awake to the realization of this presence. There is but one life. Today I see it reflected in every form, back of every continent, moving through every act. Knowing that the divine presence is in everyone I meet, the Spirit in all people, I salute the good in everything. I recognize the God life responding to me from every person I meet, in every event that transpires, in every circumstance in my experience. I feel the warmth and color of this divine presence forever pressing against me, forevermore welling up from within me. The wellspring of eternal being present yesterday, today, tomorrow, and always. Take another breath of life. Recognizing that God is every breath and is the breath, and right where you are. Namaste. Please welcome back our wonderful musicians, Eamon and Michelle.
Oh, no, This is a song by one of my favorite songwriters, Eddie Watkins Jr., and it's called I Am the Place Where God Shows Up. Am I strong enough to bear the burdens that sometimes comes living this thing called life? Am wise enough to make the right decisions when I'm standing at the fork in the road. Sometimes I wonder and ponder, only to realize I'm not alone, and there's nothing I have to do on my own, because I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its beings. I am the place where God shows up. Will I have enough to do the things I need to do to take care of myself? And will I have enough of mind and body to live a life of grace and wholeness? Sometimes I wonder and ponder, only to realize I'm not alone, and there's nothing I have to do on my own, because I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. Sing that with me. I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. I am the place. You are the place. We are the place where God shows up. I am the place. You are the place. We are the place where God shows up, where love shows up. I am the place where yeah, shows up just like this. I am the place. You are the place. We are the place where love shows up. I am the place. You are the place. We are the place where love shows up. I am the place. You are the place. We are the place where God shows up. I am the place. You are the place. We are the place where God shows up.
Whoa, thank you, Michelle and Amon. Wow, beautiful. That is a great song. Perfect. And thank you for showing up perfectly. Perfectly. We love it. So good morning again. And for anybody who just walked in, I'm Reverend Tamara. And, you know, what a grand day. It's good to see the sun shining. Yes, I know, right? I'll take that after the gray day we had yesterday. I'm learning to live on the 14th floor and in the clouds a bit, so it seems a little grayer up there some days. And the rain seems a little thicker, little white things. What are those? I don't know. And yes, it's Super Bowl Sunday, and I love that reminder for today that what we practice shows up on the field at Super Bowl, but today we're talking about practicing our consciousness. We're tying that together. So today we're going into the 4th chapter of the introduction of the science of mind, of how to use it. And I think I said this last week, and I realized that it is there's 4 chapters just in the introduction. It's a pretty big book. Diane has, Diane just stepped away, but she has a few Science of Mind books back there that we were gifted, and we are selling them for $10. So if you don't have a copy of the Science of Mind and would like to read it, A real, yes. And please definitely pick one up because it is the basis of everything that we talk about here on Sundays. And I know it can look a little intimidating, but you know what? It's got some really great things. And we're looking at, the group of us are thinking of tackling that book this year and reading it over the year. And Dr. Edward Fulghum, he did a PDF form where he told us what pages, well, he suggested. He didn't tell us what to do. That would never go well with me. He suggested, right? Isn't that the truth? I know. He suggested pages to read. So I'm setting that up in the short future. So if you're interested, please grab one of those books. It'd be great. Oh, is there more? And there's more books. Yay, thank you to whoever, I think it was Sherry brought a lot of books in today. Thank you so much. So, talking about the science of mind, and so how do we use it? Not as a theory, but as a practice, because we only know as much as we can demonstrate. Oh, good, slide one. Okay. Poor Michael, I throw slides at him last minute, and he's always like, what do you want me to do? But it's how we want to organize today with a simple map, basically. And I heard this from Dr. Roger Teal, and he talks about this map, and this is slide 2, illuminate, activate, and master. It's the same teaching that we talk about, but it's 3 stages. It's our inner clarity, our outer congruence, and our deeper character. So, illuminate, activate, and mastery. The law is always operating. So the point is, it's when we use it consciously. Then there's words plus feeling plus congruent action is how we aim the law, and aim that's how we activate it. And then the purpose isn't just outcomes, it's becoming a person who reflects light. So we began the month with this thing itself. So the thing itself is what Ernest Holmes used to define God, the universe, and he used it so he picked that word specifically because he wanted to detach it from any human feeling. He wanted it to be a bit distant from the God that we've learned and grown up with. It's not the distant God, not the God that's withholding. We're talking about what Jill talked about in her meditation. We're talking about presence. We're talking about life. We're talking about love. We're talking about intelligence, the source, the first cause. So then in the second week, Reverend Terry talked about the way it works. That's the law. The law is responsiveness of life, and it's to consciousness. And then last week, we talked about the way it works. And then this week, whoops, I did that wrong. But anyways, we're in the 4th week about what it does. So first, let's go to the law is always working. And it works whether we know it or not. And that's not punishment and it's not reward. It's just simply the law. So the question isn't, will it work? The question is, what am I impressing upon it with my thinking, my feeling, and my choices? Because the law only responds back to it what we put into it, and it always says yes. So if we think that it's not going to be working, it doesn't work. If we think it's going to work, then it works. So first we're going to start with the word illuminate. Illuminate means clear that inner lens. And how we do that, and what I love, is our spiritual mind treatment. Some people call it affirmative prayer, but it's not something we do to the G-D, as Terry says. We're not trying to change the divine. We're not working at bargaining with life. Prayer is what we do within ourselves. within ourselves. It is to clarify thought, restore spiritual truth, to shift the expectancy, and open ourselves to right action. Illuminating is when we stop letting fear run the meeting. And we let truth take the lead. So illuminate clears that inner lens. And there's the practical from it, and it's our treatment. It starts with God is. And that is recognizing presence, love, intelligence, life right here, right now. Then we move into the I am. We unify with that. I unify that presence is in me, it works through me, and it works as me. And then, excuse me, we declare. From now on, I declare what I'm accepting, right actions, guidance, peace, harmony, love, whatever it is. And then we give thanks. And then we allow the takeover. We release the how and let the law form it. Because that's where I know I get into trouble, is I do my prayer and then I figure out this is how it's going to be. This is how it should show up exactly like A, B, C, and D. And guess what happens? It doesn't happen that way. It shows up as Z, X, and W. And so that's the thing. But it's allowing that space. So this chapter also points to something that's very practical. Once we do our spiritual work, we have to be mindful about what we let back into our mind. That doesn't mean we refuse to help people or pretend that problems don't exist. It means that we don't mentally adopt every fearful story that comes through our ears. So it's if somebody comes up and starts talking to you, if you're working on abundance and you're turning away from lack and knowing that you live in that abundant universe, and yet your friend that you come and talk to next day says, well, I have this bill and I have this going on, I don't have enough money for my rent, and I don't have any money for buying my children milk, and then we're buying that story into our own mind. But what we can do is we can listen, but don't allow it to stay there. And just know the truth for yourself that yes, that is the condition, and know that the truth is that we all live in an abundant universe and there is enough for everyone to go around. So we can talk to people about the hard things and keep that inner boundary. You can say, I hear you, and I'm holding a higher truth for you. Right? So once that inner lens is clear, the next step is obvious, maybe not so obvious, is we just don't know the truth, but we act like we mean it. It's that some people say, fake it till you make it. Other people say it is, there's different sayings with that. So it's just a matter of stepping into that, knowing the truth, but it is when we lean into our faith and we lean into our belief that things start to shift. So then we go into activate. Activate means participate with the law. And here's the simplest teaching engine I know. Words are the instruction, feelings are the fuel, and action is the agreement. So if my words say I'm guided, but what I'm feeling is panic, and my action is avoidance, I've missed the instructions. Right? So if I'm guided, but then I move into that, knowing that truth that yes, and I feel grounded, and then my action is to figure out what is one small thing I can do today, then I'm in alignment, rather than the other way around. I love Dr. Pat Campbell's line. She says, we often think that I'll believe it when I see it. But really the practice is, I'll see it when I believe it. Right? That leans us into our faith. So belief isn't pretending, right? It's that inner yes that lets the law move more clearly through us. So here's a quick belief ladder if you're not fully there yet. It's that this will never change. You can move it to, I'm willing for this to change. The thought, I need to know exactly how, you can switch to, I'm open to the next clear step. I'm open, right? For that guidance, for that channel. Oh, this is my favorite. It has to happen my way. But how about if I switch it to, I'm available for right timing and right action. I'm available for that. You know, that's not hype, but that's alignment. It's shifting those things. So again, I'm using a little bit from Dr. Pat the other day. She was talking about, she went on a dog sled trip. And these dogs are trained to run, and they're ready as soon as you get going. You get your seat picked, and you go, and you get a little lecture first about what you need to say to go to start. And she was surprised. She said she thought for sure the word to start was going to be mush, but it is not. It is, the word is hike. So they went and they got all set up, and then they were moving through it, and then they were ready to go. And do you think they could remember the word to start? No, they were yelling, run, move, mush, go. Nothing happened. The dogs just sat there very peacefully. Not because the dogs were stubborn, it's because that wasn't the command they were trained to listen to. So then they remembered the correct word to say hike with force. And the dogs took off like lightning, she said. So they gave the right command. And that's what happens. Clarity activates the law. And the law is poised, ready, and responsive. And the clarity activates it. So then the second lesson that she got from that dog sledding story, it just tied in so perfectly, is when they were stopping. They had to yell, whoa. But there was also, you had to apply the brake, and then you had to do one other action with it. So they, again, being new to dog sledding, they forgot. So they were yelling whoa and applying the brakes, but the dogs kept going forward. And they forgot, because when they yelled whoa and applied the brakes, but they forgot the key thing is they needed to lean back. They needed to lean back while braking. So that tugged on the reins, which then the dogs were accustomed, so then they stopped. So that's the whole thing about our teaching and this lesson around how do we use it, is you can use the right words, but if you don't participate according to the nature of the thing, the outcome won't match what you want. So it's all about clear instruction to the law and about congruent participation. So that's why we talked last week about treat and move your feet. Right? So congruence matters. And here's another crucial part. When we, as I say, treat, that as our spiritual mind treatment. So for people who are not familiar with it, we state the good clearly, but we don't micromanage it. And I know for me that is really difficult sometimes. We just have to do our work thoroughly and leave the method to the law, which is perfect in its way of arranging things. And sometimes demonstrations become small. Who's got prayed and got that parking spot? Today I was using it and I got all green lights going down 152. I was very thankful. But the thing is, every time we use it and we use those small little things, it keeps building that belief. It keeps recognizing, oh yeah, I can use it for this. I can use it for finding that perfect outfit or getting ready and being on time. And it just, it strengthens our trust in the word and in our practice. Because sometimes at the beginning of this chapter, Ernest Holmes says that as religious scientists, we sometimes get too heavy into the theory and we don't practice enough. So that is the piece here. It's the practice, and we've all heard that practice makes perfect. So there's a demonstration that really matters to me that I've just had in the last week. As I was having a really hard time with a special person in my life. And actually, we hadn't talked for a few months. Like, I even went away for Christmas and didn't tell them, which is really an unusual thing for me. There was distance, huge distance, and some uncertainty in whether this was going to work through. But then I found out that their cancer had progressed, and I knew that isn't how I wanted this relationship to continue on. So I began working with prayer, and not to control or not to force an outcome, but to build a better relationship with my consciousness, and about right timing, about right tone, about respect, about a new clean beginning. And I stayed available to what was next. And so I have a good friend who sends little good morning messages to people who live on their own. Sometimes there's a few people she sends it to, and she had told me about this practice. And it came to me, I thought, well, why don't I start there? Why don't I just send one of those silly little memes that says good morning? And, I thought it was a good start. Nothing too dramatic, not too heavy, just something light. So I sent one. And guess what? It worked. They responded. And it wasn't fireworks and everything didn't go back to all of a sudden bright and rosy, but it was more like a door unlocking. It was that first move. It was listening to that impulse that said, try this. And so I'm actually going to go and meet up with this person in the next week or so. Which is great, because I wasn't sure that was going to be possible. And now it is. So I'm listened, I did my work, I'm cleaning up my side of the street, letting go of maybe some old stories I had about this person, and stepping into, because they're who they are, I'm who I am, and then it's just, what do I want this relationship to be, and focusing in on that. So that's where I activated that inner alignment. I gave clear construction, I took a congruent action, and life is meeting us in motion. And if you've ever done treatment and it didn't show up the way you hoped, welcome to being a human being. Right? It doesn't mean that the law failed. It usually, there might be a place in you that belief is, an unconscious belief is still there. So it's just about kind of sometimes digging underneath and finding it, and sometimes you don't need to. If you just step into that place of, this is how I want it to be, then it can change, right? You always hear, change your thinking, change your life. So it's the strengthening, it's the practicing. It's not to get perfect, but it's to get clear in a way that matters for us. So if we stop here, this could become about technique, how to get results. But the final thing is what we want to give it some meaning. And that's the last word, is mastery. Mastery isn't spiritual performance. It's when love leads more often than fear. It's being able to face facts without letting fear become the landlord of your mind, that inner authority. It's being heart-centered. It's about living from your heart. So it's a heart-led living. And I want to close with a story that captures the why about this. So I close this story about, has anybody heard of Robert Fulghum? Yeah. So he would go to school and college, and at the end of every term, he would ask his professor at the last class, as everything's closing up, he'd say, "What is the meaning of life?" He'd put up his hand, "What is the meaning of life?" And everybody would laugh. And then they would close up their books and off they go. They never answered. And sometimes he really wanted to know what the professor thought. But it, never happened. Then he went a few years later. He was doing another class on Crete about peacemaking. It was a seminar led by Alexander Papadiros. And so again, he did the seminar, and dear Robert couldn't help himself at the end of the seminar, put up his hand and said, "What is the meaning of life?" And so everybody started to laugh, but instead of dismissing it, Papadiros answered with a small round mirror. Oh, I have a mirror in my thing, but that's all right. You can imagine a little small round mirror that he pulled out of his pocket. He said, "As a boy during wartime, I found a broken piece of mirror from a wreckage of a motorcycle accident from a German paratrooper or a German soldier." And he said what he did is he took it and he smoothed it all around into a small round piece. And he discovered that he could catch the sunlight and reflect it into places that the sun wouldn't normally reach. He could reflect it into those dark corners, the crevices, the hidden spaces. And he said it became a game for him growing up, that he would try and shine this light into all these different places. But how much, and then he asked himself, how much light can I bring into those hard to reach places? And as he grew older, he realized this just wasn't a child's game. It was a metaphor for life. So he said, in essence, I'm paraphrasing a bit here, "I may not know the whole design, but with what I have, I can reflect light into dark places and change some things." That's mastery. Because yes, we can use this teaching for healing, guidance, supply, and right action, but we can also use it to become people who reflect light. Practically, consistently, in a world that can feel really shadowy some days. So, weekly practice. This week, think about those 3 movements I've talked about. Illuminate. Take time, and whether you do it perfectly, not perfectly, just start doing a spiritual mind treatment to clear that inner lens. Come up with one, and then activate. Come up with one clear statement and one congruent step that you could do in that week. And then you can master it. And you can ask yourself, where can I reflect light today? So with that, let's go into prayer. As we breathe in, knowing that there is one life, one love, one presence, and it is here right now. And this presence is, as I speak this word in first person, and I know I speak it for each one of you, it is in me. It works through me and as me, as I know that for each of you. So today, I give clear instructions. I am guided. I am steady. I am open to right action. I know and feel the tone of truth in my body. I step into activating, into illuminating, and into mastery of life. I know that today I make a difference in someone's life. It could be a small hello. It could be a smile. I know that I'm here to be the love I seek in this world. I know I'm here to be the peace I seek in this world. And I know my life reflects light into this world. So I am so grateful for knowing this truth, for stepping into this place. And I release this word into that law of mind that always says yes. And so it is. And bring back Michelle. Thanks.
So I'm going to invite you to sing along with me. This is a song called, the chorus is really easy. I'm going to let Spirit love me. I am worthy of this love. And it's written by Reverend Melissa Felipe and her partner, Reverend Z. Egloff. And I'm just going to say I apologize to Reverend Z because I'm not doing the rap part of this song. But they do a fantastic rap in this song. But we're not doing that today. And then so in the verses is a call and response. And so you'll just follow along with me. The first one is, Spirit loves me, Spirit loves me. I know that, I know that. Spirit loves me, Spirit loves me. That's a fact, that's a fact. That's pretty easy, so I invite you to sing along. I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I am worthy of this love. I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I am worthy of this love. I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I am worthy of this love. I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I am worthy of this love. Spirit loves me. Spirit loves me. I know that, I know that. Spirit loves me, Spirit loves me. That's a fact, that's a fact, yeah. I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I'm worthy of this love. I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I'm worthy of this love. When I'm down, I turn to you, I turn to you. When I'm down, you pull me through, yeah. I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I'm worthy of this love. I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I'm worthy of this love. I surrender, every little thing, I surrender. Hear me sing, I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I'm worthy of this love. I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I'm worthy of this love. 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 And so are you.
That's a fun song, Michelle. That's great. Ah, yeah, is it a good one? We could share that maybe in our newsletter. Oh yeah, I can do that. So now we move into that section of our service where we participate in the law of circulation. And we recognize that giving is a spiritual act, an affirmation of abundance and trust in that divine flow of life. What we offer circulates, multiplies, and returns through the law, blessing this ministry and our own lives. So this is, today we've had our volunteers set up, we've had Michael doing our sound, we've had our fabulous musicians. Haven't they been great? Right? Yeah. We've had a talk and we've had a meditation. So it's been a full morning already. So if you've received anything from what has happened this morning, this is where you can participate in giving back. Because giving and receiving are basically the same side of the coin. And the more I give, the more I receive, and the more I receive, the more I can give. So if you feel so moved, I ask you to hold whatever gift it is that you're giving today, and maybe it's time, treasure, talent, and just hold that to your chest for a moment. And know that your generosity supports this spiritual community and its work of love. And thank you for being part of the flow. So just know that this gift returns to you multiplied as peace, joy, and abundant good. So if you're willing, I ask you to repeat with me our gratitude affirmation. With a grateful heart, I share my good with this beloved community. As I give, love and abundance circulate through my life. It circulates through our center and this community. We thrive together. I am blessed and I am a blessing. And so it is. So I asked Michelle to come back up and have our people pass the basket.
And sing along. I'm thankful, so grateful. I am one in the spirit all around me. I'm thankful, so grateful. I trust in God. I'm thankful, so grateful. I am one in the spirit all around me. I'm thankful, so grateful. I trust in God. I surrender, I surrender. I am one in the spirit all around me. I surrender, I surrender. I trust in God. I surrender, I surrender. I am one in the spirit all around me. I surrender, I surrender. I trust in God. I'm thankful, so grateful. I am one in the spirit all around me. I'm thankful, so grateful. I trust in God. I trust in God. I trust in God.
I know. Thank you, Michelle. So appreciate that. So I have three because one practitioner wanted to share and my practitioner in training wanted to share his. So here we have them for our online people. You have three joy blessings today. And all of us too. We can all, I love mine was, and it's perfect, through the art of affirmative prayer, the limitless resources of spirit are at my command. The power of the infinite is at my disposal. So that was exactly my talk today. And Jill, was this yours, Jill?
Today I
No, that's Paul's. Paul's was today I live life to the fullest. Oh, that's good. And Jill's was my life is a life filled with the abundance of God's blessing. So thank you. So and she is a blessing. So thank you. And as we do that, we bless these gifts. We bless the givers with the receivers, and know that this supports the love that is flowing out into the world right here, right now. I am so thankful, thankful, thankful for this community, for this time together, and for the love that is in this room. So I let these words go to that law that says yes, and so it is. So it is. So that brings us to our close today. That just went by lickety-sweet today. So if you'd like to join us and stand for our closing affirmation. and a conversation after? Yes. And yes, stay for the conversation after. Thank you. Something wonderful is, oh, okay, hold it. Let me get centered. We got to say this with energy. Yeah. All right, repeat after me. Something wonderful is happening in me right now. Something wonderful is happening in me right now. It's this thing called life. It's this thing called life. It's this thing called love. It's this thing called love. It's this thing called oneness. It's this thing called oneness. I know it. I know it. I feel it. I feel it. I express it. I am it. And so it is. Yes, thank you. Michelle, thanks everyone.
Join us in singing I Release. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Yes, I'm only here for God. Yes, I'm only here for God.
Thanks again, Michelle and Amon. Yes, thank you guys. Fabulous day. Enjoy, stay for our conversation, take a look at the books back there, and I look forward to connecting with you all. Have a fabulous day, and thanks everybody online. Lovely to see you today.